ever look at your life at 2 a.m., phone in your hand, scrolling through videos you won't even remember tomorrow, and suddenly realize nothing is changing? Days pass, weeks pass, months disappear, and somehow you're exhausted even though you barely move forward. That was me. I kept telling myself I was working on myself, watching motivation videos, saving productivity clips, planning the perfect future in my head. But deep down, I was addicted to distraction. And then one day, I gave myself 30 days to either change my life or admit I was wasting it. And what happened next completely changed me. Before we get into the story, if you enjoy videos about self-improvement, discipline, silent comebacks, and transforming your life from rock bottom, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel Silent Comeback, and turn on bell notifications because you will get updates for upcoming videos. Now let's begin. I still remember the exact morning everything hit me. It was cold. My room was messy. Empty snack wrappers on the desk, clothes on the chair, phone battery at 3%. And somehow, despite doing something all day, I had accomplished absolutely nothing. I opened my screen time app. 9 hours. 9 hours. Most of it was TikTok, Instagram, YouTube shorts, random videos, random people, random lives. Meanwhile, my own life was standing completely still. That realization hurt more than I expected because nobody was coming to save me. Not motivation, not another inspirational quote, not another how to become successful video. The truth was simple. I had become comfortable being distracted, and distraction is dangerous because it feels harmless while it slowly destroys your future. That night, I sat on my bed staring at the ceiling thinking about the person I could have been by now. Healthier, smarter, more confident, financially stable. But instead, I had become someone who consumed more than he created. Someone constantly escaping reality instead of building one worth living. And honestly, that thought terrified me. So I grabbed a notebook, not because I suddenly became disciplined overnight, but because I was tired of promising myself change and never following through. At the top of the page, I wrote 30-day life reset, and under it, for rules, no distractions, one direction, non-negotiable routines, track everything, simple, but terrifying, because for the first time, I knew excuses wouldn't save me anymore. The next morning was brutal. I woke up automatically reaching for my phone. That habit was so deeply wired into my brain that I unlocked Instagram before I even realized what I was doing. And that's when I remembered the challenge. My thumb froze. For a few seconds, my brain literally argued with itself. Just 5 minutes. One quick scroll. You can start tomorrow. That's the scary thing about addiction. It doesn't scream. It whispers, quietly, constantly, trying to pull you back into comfort. But this time, I deleted the app, Instagram, TikTok, every distraction, gone, and the silence that came afterward felt strange, almost uncomfortable, because suddenly I had no escape, no instant dopamine, no endless entertainment. No constant stimulation. It was just me and my thoughts. Most people never realize how addicted they are to distraction until it disappears. The first 3 days felt horrible. I was restless. I kept unlocking my phone without thinking. My brain craved stimulation every few minutes. Even studying for 20 minutes felt painful. I'd sit there staring at the wall, wanting to quit. And honestly, I almost did, but then something happened on day 4. For the first time in years, my mind became quiet, not perfectly focused, not magically disciplined, but calmer. I started noticing little things. Sunlight is coming through the window, the sound of birds outside, how peaceful mornings actually felt without chaos entering my brain immediately. And slowly, I started getting my attention back. That's when I moved to step 2, choosing one direction. See, most people fail because they try to change everything at once. Gym, money, reading, business, meditation, diet, cold showers, journaling, all at the same time. And after 3 days, they burn out completely. I knew if I tried that, I'd fail again. So I asked myself one question. What's the one thing that could genuinely improve my future? The answer scared me. Learning a skill. Because deep down, I knew my biggest insecurity wasn't a lack of motivation. It was a lack of value. I spent years consuming content, but creating nothing. So I decided for the next 30 days, I would focus on learning video editing. Every single day. No excuses. At first, I was terrible. I'm serious. My edits looked awful. Transitions didn't work. The audio was messy. Everything felt slow and frustrating. But something strange happened. Even though I sucked at it, I felt alive. For the first time in a long time, I wasn't just escaping life. I was building something. And that feeling became addictive in the best possible way. Every day I'd wake up, sit at my desk, and practice. Some days I wanted to quit. Actually, many days. Especially when progress felt invisible. That's the dangerous stage most people never survive. The stage where effort feels pointless. Because success doesn't show up immediately. At first, all you see is discomfort. But I kept going. And then came step 3. Non-negotiable routines. This changed everything. Before this challenge, my life had no structure. I slept whenever I wanted, woke up tired, ate randomly, worked randomly. I relied completely on motivation, and motivation is unreliable. So I created simple routines. Nothing fancy. Wake up early, make the bed, drink water, exercise, work for focus blocks, sleep on time. That's it. And at first it felt boring. Nobody talks about this part enough. Discipline is repetitive. There's no dramatic music, no cinematic transformation, just small actions repeated daily. But those small actions slowly started changing me. After 2 weeks, I noticed something shocking. I respected myself more. Not because I became rich overnight, not because life suddenly became perfect, but because for once, I was keeping promises to myself. That changes a person internally. When you constantly break promises to yourself, your confidence dies. But every completed task became evidence. Evidence that maybe, just maybe, I was becoming someone reliable. Then came the hardest part. Day 17. The day everything almost collapsed. I woke up exhausted. No motivation. No energy. No excitement, and my brain started negotiating again. You've already done enough. One missed day won't matter. You deserve a break. I sat there staring at my notebook for almost 20 minutes, and then I looked at my habit tracker. 17 marks. 17 days of consistency. And suddenly I realized something powerful. If I quit now, I wouldn't just lose one day. I'd reinforce the identity of someone who always quits. That thought hit hard. So instead of trying to have a perfect day, I focused on winning 1 hour. That's it. 1 hour of focused work. And weirdly enough, once I started, momentum returned. That day taught me something important. Discipline isn't about feeling motivated. It's about acting even when you don't feel like it. That's the difference between people who change their lives and people who stay stuck forever. As the days passed, life started feeling different, clearer. My focus improved. My confidence improved. Even my posture changed. People around me noticed it too. Friends who used to ignore me suddenly started asking questions. Bro, where have you been? You stopped posting. You seem different. And honestly, I was different because for the first time in years, I was fully present in my own life. No constant escaping. No drowning in content. Just action. Then day 30 finally arrived. I remember sitting quietly at my desk, looking at that notebook again. 30 marks. 30 days completed. And the craziest part? My life wasn't magically perfect. I wasn't suddenly a millionaire. I wasn't famous. I hadn't made it. But internally, everything changed because I proved something to myself. I proved I could change. And once a person truly realizes they can change themselves, their entire future opens up. That's the real transformation, not motivation, identity. I went from someone who constantly escaped reality to someone actively building one. And the best part? The challenge didn't end after 30 days. Because eventually, discipline stops feeling forced. It becomes part of who you are. Months later, I opened my old screen time app again, and seeing the difference honestly shocked me. 9 hours of scrolling had turned into less than an hour. The rest of that time, learning, working, building, living. But the biggest revenge wasn't against social media. It was against the old version of myself, the lazy version, the distracted version, the version that kept saying someday, because that person no longer controlled my life. And the people who once doubted me, the ones who laughed when I talked about changing, now they were asking me how I became so disciplined. That's the beautiful thing about silent comebacks. You don't argue. You don't announce it. You just improve so much that eventually people notice. Most people overestimate what they can do in one day and underestimate what they can do in 30 days of consistency. Your future doesn't change from one motivational video. It changes from daily decisions nobody else sees. Small actions, repeated consistently, until your entire life shifts direction. If this video spoke to you, don't ignore that feeling. Write "challenge accepted" in the comments and start your own 30-day reset today. And if you enjoyed this story, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel Silent Comeback, and turn on bell notifications because you'll get updates for upcoming videos. Remember, 30 days from now, you can either stay exactly where you are or become someone you're finally proud of. Start now.